Beloved soul, there are moments in life when the air around you shifts, when the quiet becomes too quiet, and when the shadows seem to lean in a little closer than they should. There are moments when the spirit within you stirs, when the unseen realm trembles with a warning meant only for your ears, and when the heavens release a whisper that does not arrive by accident. This is one of those moments. You have been chosen, marked, and set apart in a way that many around you may never understand, and the truth is that not everyone who stands near you stands with you. There is a stirring in the spirit because an angel has bent low to caution your heart. Danger is moving close to your home, close to your peace, close to your breath, and it has come through the doorway of a neighbor who has watched your rise with uneasy eyes. There are those who do not celebrate the light but feel threatened by its glow, those who pretend to greet you with warm smiles while their hearts coil with suspicion, those who live close enough to hear your laughter, but too far from grace to bless it. There are neighbors who do not merely share walls or fences, they share envy, resentment, and quiet storms of bitterness. And it is in that bitterness that the warning has been birthed. A messenger of heaven, seeing what your eyes have not yet noticed, has stepped forward to shield you, not with fear but with awakening. For you were never meant to walk blind in a world filled with unseen motives. You were meant to discern, to listen, to feel your spirit rise when danger approaches, even when that danger smiles through a thin crack in a door. Spirit knows what flesh ignores. Spirit sees what flesh overlooks. Your neighbor's footsteps have carried more than everyday routine. They have carried curiosity about you that is not pure. They have carried an energy that wants to pull from you, drain from you, take what is not theirs to take. There is something about your presence that unsettles them, not because you have wronged them, but because your light exposes the darkness in their own hearts. Chosen ones carry that effect, the ability to awaken the hidden shadows in others simply by existing. Your purpose shakes foundations you never intended to disturb. Your peace disrupts spirits you never aimed to challenge. And your calling becomes a mirror that others cannot bear to face. The angel's warning is not a message of terror. It is a revelation that there are eyes near you that do not wish you well. Eyes that watch your coming and going, not out of love, but out of a restless desire to understand how you shine without trying, how you rise without help, how you endure what should have broken you. Your neighbor has felt the tremor of your destiny, and where others would celebrate your glow, they have chosen to resent it. But understand this with a steady heart: resentment is not stronger than divine protection, envy is not stronger than purpose, and the schemes of people are not stronger than the words spoken over your life. You are shielded even now. You are guarded even in this hour. The angel did not come to frighten you but to awaken you, to remind you that your calling requires awareness, that your destiny requires discernment, that your journey requires the ability to see beyond smiles and hear beyond words. Chosen ones must know the landscapes around them, for the enemy does not always come dressed in darkness. Sometimes it wears familiarity, sometimes it lives next door, sometimes it waves from across the street. But your spirit, awakened and alert, shall not be fooled. There is a stirring within you because the season is shifting. Heaven is preparing to elevate you, and elevation always agitates those who have settled into their own complacency. Some people are content only when you remain where they can predict you, control you, or keep you beneath their expectations. But the moment you begin to rise, the moment your blessings gather like a storm of divine favor, the moment your name begins to be whispered in rooms your neighbor has never entered, something inside them shakes loose, and instead of searching their own hearts, they turn their restless eyes toward you. But hear me, your rise is holy, your progress is ordained, your elevation is sealed. There is no neighbor with a bitter heart who can block what heaven has prepared. There is no whispered word against you that can undo the covering on your life. There is no envy that can unravel the grace tied tightly around your name. What the angel has warned you of is not a threat to your future. It is a reminder to guard your spirit in the present. Walk wisely. Be gentle, but do not be blind. Be kind, but do not be gullible. Guard your heart without hardening it. Protect your peace without imprisoning it. Not everyone who speaks softly means well. Not everyone who offers help brings healing. Not everyone who knocks on your door carries innocence. and not everyone who lives near you wishes to see you bloom. Your neighbor senses your anointing, and it unsettles them because they cannot understand why heaven has chosen you. They do not see the nights you cried, the sacrifices you made, the prayers you whispered until your voice broke. They do not see the battles you fought alone, the demons you defeated when no one was watching, the moments you almost gave up but didn't. They only see the light, not the fire that forged it. They see the blessings, not the burdens that birthed them. They see the strength, not the wounds that taught you to stand. Do not be afraid of them. Pity them, pray for them, and keep moving forward. The angel's warning came to protect you, not to paralyze you. This is not a message of fear, it is a message of empowerment. You are being called to stand firmer, shine brighter, and walk more intentionally. You are being reminded that your discernment is a divine gift, one that will keep you ahead of every disguised danger. There is power in knowing. There is strength in awareness, and there is safety in obedience. Heaven did not whisper this warning without reason. Your neighbor has allowed a seed of jealousy to grow, and jealousy is a silent predator. It creeps without making noise. It smiles without showing teeth. It waits for moments when you least expect it. But divine eyes see what human eyes cannot, and you have been warned because you are treasured. Your heart is pure, and pure hearts attract both the holy and the hostile. Your spirit is radiant, and radiance awakens both admiration and resentment. Your purpose is large, and large purposes always catch the attention of small minds. But you must not shrink. You must not dim. You must not soften your steps to make those around you feel more comfortable. This warning is not a call to retreat. It is a call to rise with wisdom. There are battles heaven will fight for you long before they ever reach your door. There are dangers God will dismantle before you ever feel their touch. There are plots formed in secret that will crumble before the morning comes. But God still wants your awareness, because awareness is an armor of its own. Awareness keeps your spirit sharp. Awareness keeps you aligned. Awareness keeps you ahead of every scheme that tries to approach you. So hold your head high, chosen one. Feel the angel's presence near you, wrapping you not in fear but in revelation. You are being watched, but you are also being protected. You are being envied, but you are also being uplifted. You are being resented, but you are also being guided. The danger is real, but the protection is greater. The bitterness is present, but the blessing is stronger. The neighbor may be close, but heaven is closer. Step into this awareness with confidence. Move with caution, but never with dread. Keep your spirit guarded, but never closed. Let your intuition speak loudly, for it is the echo of heaven's whisper. When something in you says a pull back, listen. When something in you says a stay alert, obey. When something in you says do not trust, that smile. Honor that knowing. Discernment will save you from battles you were never meant to fight. You are chosen for a reason, and that reason is unfolding even now. The enemy would not be interested in you if your destiny were small. People would not be threatened by you if your purpose were ordinary. Your neighbor would not feel shaken by your presence if your spirit did not carry weight. You are marked by heaven, and that mark makes you stand out, even when you try to blend in. This season requires you to walk in your truth without apology. It requires you to protect your peace like it is sacred, because it is. It requires you to trust what heaven reveals, even when you cannot yet see the danger with your natural eyes. It requires you to lean on God with a depth you have not leaned before. The angel did not warn you to frighten you, but to fortify you. You are being lifted higher, and not everyone near you can rise with you. Some will cling, some will resist, and some will resent. But your journey is not dependent on their acceptance. Your glow is not waiting for their approval. Your destiny is not shaped by their opinions. You are rising because heaven has commanded it, and no neighbor's bitterness can break what God has built. The danger is real, yes, but so is your protection. The envy is present, but so is your covering. The shadow is near, but so is the light that cannot be extinguished. You are not alone. You are not vulnerable. You are not without defense. An angel stands near you, watching every step, guarding every breath, shielding every moment. Trust that presence. Trust that guidance. Trust that warning. And as you continue forward, let this truth settle deep in your spirit. You were chosen long before your neighbor ever knew your name. You were marked long before envy ever saw your glow. You were protected long before danger ever walked past your home. Your destiny is sealed and your life is held in hands that no bitterness can touch. Rise, chosen one. Walk with awareness. Move with grace. Stand with strength. And know that nothing formed against you, not even the hidden intentions of a neighbor, can prosper against a soul guarded by heaven itself. Beloved soul, there comes a time when the warnings of heaven are not simply gentle whispers, but resounding echoes meant to shake you awake from any lingering innocence about the world around you. This is that hour. And as you step deeper into this revelation, feel the truth stretch across your spirit like a veil being pulled back, showing you what you were never meant to ignore. The angel who stands beside you has not left, the presence has only grown stronger, because the message is not finished. The stirring in the atmosphere is not yet still. The divine urgency is still pressing against your heart, urging you to see with spiritual eyes what your natural sight cannot yet interpret. And so you must listen deeply, without fear, without trembling, but with the confidence of one who knows they are guarded by a realm that never sleeps. The danger that hovers near you is not loud but subtle. It does not storm through your door. It creeps through observation. It studies the rhythm of your days, the frequency of your blessings, the pattern of your growth. Your neighbor, so close in proximity yet so far in spirit, has allowed their heart to become a quiet battlefield, a place where jealousy has rooted itself like a weed starving for your sunlight. They hide it behind casual greetings, behind borrowed politeness, behind the thin veil of civil behavior. But their spirit betrays them, their energy betrays them. Their restless attention toward your life betrays them, and heaven has seen enough to step in and speak your name in warning. Yet even now, as the angel extends this message, you must understand that you are not called to shrink back or cower beneath the weight of someone else's darkness. No, chosen one, you are called to stand taller. You are called to glow brighter. You are called to walk with a renewed awareness that does not dim your radiance but sharpens it. Awareness is not fear, it is power. Awareness does not bind you, it equips you. Awareness is the armor you wear when the enemy disguises itself as familiarity. You have already endured enough battles to know that not every smile is genuine, not every conversation is innocent, and not every neighbor is harmless. Some people carry wounds they never heal, and in the presence of someone who is healing, someone who is rising, someone who is becoming whole, they feel threatened. They feel exposed. They feel reminded of everything they refuse to confront inside themselves. You do not bring danger by living in your truth, you only reveal the danger that was already there, lurking behind closed curtains and quiet resentment. You are not meant to confront them with anger nor meet their bitterness with your own. Your job is to protect your peace, to guard your spirit, to trust the warning, to lean into the divine shield that surrounds you. The angel stands not above you but beside you, because heaven has deemed you worthy of guidance, worthy of protection, worthy of revelation. You are chosen, and chosen ones are never left uninformed when danger approaches. This neighbor's heart has become a doorway through which the enemy seeks to rattle your peace, not destroy you, for it cannot, but disturb you, distract you, pull your attention away from your calling. But you, oh, you are far too spiritually awakened to be fooled. You have grown through storms that would have drowned others. You have survived losses that would have silenced others. You have walked through seasons of painful pruning, seasons where you had nothing but faith to hold on to. And now you stand with a strength that unsettles the insecure. Your very existence is a reminder of what it means to endure, to overcome, to rise again and again. The danger from your neighbor is not physical, it is spiritual. It is the energy they release, the silent intentions they carry, the unspoken resentment they nurse. You may feel it when you walk outside, a subtle discomfort, a sudden heaviness, a shift in the atmosphere. That is not your imagination, that is your discernment speaking. That is the angel tugging gently at your spirit, reminding you to stay alert, reminding you to stay prayerful, reminding you to stay anchored in truth. For when heaven warns, heaven also prepares. When heaven reveals, heaven also shields. You are stepping into a season of elevation, and elevation always exposes who is truly aligned with your spirit, and who is merely aligned with your presence. Some wanted you close as long as you stayed small. Some supported you only when your blessings fit their comfort zone. But now that your destiny is stretching its wings, now that your anointing is deepening, now that your glow refuses to be dimmed, they cannot tolerate the brilliance of what God is doing in your life. And instead of opening their hearts, they have shut their spirits. Instead of celebrating you, they have grown threatened by you. Do not carry guilt for the way heaven favors you. Do not apologize for the glow that came from your suffering. Do not shrink to soothe someone who has chosen jealousy over healing. You are not responsible for their heart. You are responsible for your own. The warning was given not to make you fearful of them, but to remind you not to entangle yourself emotionally with people whose spirits are unsettled by your presence. Keep a distance, spiritually, emotionally, energetically. You do not owe access to anyone who cannot handle the weight of your light. Walk in this truth with dignity, for chosen ones must often walk alone in order to protect their calling. And though the angel has warned you, understand this: the enemy has already failed. The moment heaven spoke your name, the danger lost its grip. The moment the warning reached your heart, the plan began to unravel. You are not in peril. You are in preparation. You are not under attack. You are under protection. You are not being threatened. You are being reminded of your divine identity. Your neighbor's restlessness is proof that your life is shifting into a higher realm. Darkness does not react to anything that does not threaten it. And baby, your glow is a threat, not because you intend harm, but because your destiny disrupts the comfort of those who have settled for less. You carry a power that exposes their stagnation. You carry a purpose that highlights their lack of direction. You carry a spirit that shakes their complacency. Of course they feel unsettled. Your presence is a mirror they never ask for. But let their discomfort remain theirs. Do not absorb it. Do not internalize it. Do not take responsibility for it. Guard your energy, guard your home, guard your peace. Stay aware of who you let near your spirit, for not all company is innocent, and not all proximity is pure. The angel is urging you to trust your intuition, for intuition is the language of the divine. When something feels off, it is off. When something feels heavy, it is heavy. When something feels wrong, it is wrong. Chosen ones often feel danger long before it manifests. Your spirit speaks before the physical world catches up. Honor that gift, honor that knowing. Do not second guess what heaven has made clear. Your neighbor's intentions are not aligned with your destiny, and that is okay. You do not need their support. You do not need their approval. You do not need their validation. The only validation you require has already been stamped on your soul by the one who created you. Understand this. The warning is not meant to make you fearful of them. It is meant to make you aware of yourself. You are stepping into a version of you that requires discernment, boundaries, and a higher degree of spiritual vigilance. You cannot rise while ignoring the whisper that cautions you. You cannot walk into your blessing with blind trust in everyone who stands near you. You cannot carry this anointing without understanding that not all hearts can handle its weight. And that is why heaven intervened. That is why the angel leaned in. That is why you felt the pull, the stirring, the sudden sense of unease. It is divine protection. It is the watchful eye of heaven. It is the hand of God pulling you away from what could drain you, distract you, or derail you. This neighbor sees your rise even if they pretend not to. They sense your glow even if they deny it. They feel the shift in your energy even if they never speak of it. And they do not know what to do with the presence of someone who has been strengthened by fire, refined by pain, matured by storms. You are not the person you used to be, and they do not know how to handle who you have become. But that is not your burden to carry. Your responsibility is to honor the warning, protect your spirit, and continue ascending. The angel's presence will not leave your side until the season of danger has passed. You may feel a heightened sensitivity, a stronger intuition, a deeper awareness. This is not anxiety. It is divine alignment. It is heaven tuning your senses so you do not walk blindly through a spiritually sensitive moment. And when the danger fully passes, you will feel the atmosphere shift again. You will feel peace return like a soft breeze moving through a quiet room. But for now, stay alert, stay aligned, stay anchored. You are covered, but you must remain conscious. And as you continue your journey, do not fear the neighbor whose heart has turned against you. Fear no one whose darkness trembles at your light. You are not the fragile one here. You are not the vulnerable one here. You are the one protected, the one chosen, the one surrounded by heaven's army. They may live close to you, but they do not live inside you. Their bitterness may reach your doorstep, but it cannot cross the threshold of your spirit unless you open the door. And beloved, the angel is urging you, do not open that door. Walk forward with grace, walk forward with strength, walk forward with the calm assurance that no weapon formed against you, not even one rooted in the quiet resentment of a neighbor, shall prosper. You are chosen, and chosen ones are always warned before danger approaches. This is not fear, this is favor, this is not panic, this is protection. This is not a threat, this is preparation. You are safe, you are guarded, you are seen, you are empowered, and nothing in this world, nothing in your neighborhood, nothing in the shadows, nothing in the unseen realm, can stop the destiny heaven has ordained for you. Beloved soul, as the angel's presence lingers beside you, the air around your life continues to thicken with meaning, with revelation, with a divine seriousness that cannot be mistaken. You are being ushered into a deeper awareness of who you are and what surrounds you, and though your spirit may tremble under the weight of this knowing, it will not break. You are being stretched, but not shaken. You are being awakened, but not abandoned. You are being guided, but never left alone. The truth that heaven is pouring into you is both a shield and a sword, protecting you while empowering you, guarding you while strengthening you. This is the sacred reality of a chosen one in times of spiritual transition. The warning still echoes, but now it settles into your chest with a steadier rhythm, no longer just a whisper but a knowing. Your neighbor's spirit has grown restless, and the unrest has begun to spill into the air, into their actions, into the unseen exchanges that brush past your life like cold wind. And yet the angel does not tremble. Heaven does not fear the schemes of the insecure. The divine does not flinch at the movements of bitterness. You must learn to carry this same posture. You must learn to look danger in the eye without letting it seep into your bones. You must learn to witness the shadows without allowing them to settle inside you. There is nothing accidental about this moment. There is nothing coincidental about the warning. Heaven wastes nothing. Every whisper, every nudge, every stirring is a piece of divine strategy meant to keep you aligned with your purpose, protected from the unnecessary, preserved for the extraordinary. Your neighbor may see your rise, but they will never understand the cost of your anointing. They may observe your glow, but they cannot comprehend the darkness you had to survive to shine like this. They see the blessing, but not the breaking that came before it. They see the strength, but not the nights your soul bowed under the weight of trials that would have crushed lesser spirits. You were forged in solitude, molded in pain, strengthened in silence, and raised through storms. The danger surrounding you now, this restless, jealous presence hovering close but powerless to touch your destiny, is not a threat to your existence but a reminder of your significance. If your life held no weight, no power, no assignment, the enemy would have no reason to stir the hearts of those around you. But because you are chosen, because your light is expanding, because your calling is waking up with a new intensity, the darkness nearby trembles. Do not mistake trembling for triumph. The one who envies you may be unsettled, but they are not victorious. Their intentions may be clouded, but they are not greater than the clarity heaven has poured into your spirit. Their resentment may reach toward you, but it cannot penetrate the spiritual barrier placed around your life. You are guarded by something far beyond human jealousy, far beyond human plotting, far beyond human bitterness. The hand of God rests on you, and where that hand is present, no weapon can enter. Let your heart breathe. Let your spirit settle into this truth. You are safe, not because danger does not exist, but because God stands between you and every shadow. You are secure, not because everyone around you means well, but because heaven surrounds you on all sides. You are protected, not because you have the strength to defend yourself, but because an angel has been assigned to watch over your steps, your home, your peace, your destiny. Still, the divine requires your cooperation. Protection is not passive, it is participatory. You must learn to move with discernment, to trust your intuition, to honor the warnings that rise inside you like sacred fire. You must learn to withdraw from conversations that feel heavy, to distance yourself from exchanges that leave your spirit unsettled, to guard your thoughts from the energy of those who cannot celebrate your becoming. Your neighbor's heart is not your battlefield. Do not waste your light trying to soften a darkness they refuse to confront. Do not drain yourself trying to mend what was broken long before you entered the picture. Your responsibility is not to heal them, but to heed the warning concerning them. And still, with all your awareness, you must maintain your grace. For chosen ones do not fight small battles. Chosen ones do not strike back at shadows. Chosen ones do not lose themselves in pettiness or retaliation. They rise above because their strength is not drawn from ego but from spirit. Let the neighbor's unrest remain theirs. Let their jealousy remain theirs. Let their bitterness remain theirs. What belongs to them cannot cling to you unless you reach down and pick it up. And beloved, you are far too elevated, far too anointed, far too luminous to stoop to the level of one whose heart has been darkened by comparisons. There is a reason they feel threatened by you, and it is not because you have done anything wrong. It is because your presence exposes what they refuse to face. You remind them of the dreams they abandoned, of the courage they never found, of the healing they avoided. Your growth reminds them of their stagnation. Your faith reminds them of their doubt. Your resilience reminds them of their resignation. Your rising unsettles everything in them that has chosen to remain low, and instead of rising with you, they have chosen to resent you. But you, chosen soul, must continue to rise anyway. You must continue to walk with dignity. You must continue to deepen in spirit. For every ounce of jealousy directed toward you, heaven releases double the covering. For every shadow cast in your direction, heaven shines double the light. For every silent curse whispered in envy, heaven speaks double the blessing over your name. And though you may feel the heaviness around you, you will not be consumed by it. Though you may sense the spiritual tension, you will not bend beneath it. Though you may notice the shift in your neighbor's energy, you will not be moved from your place of divine appointment. This moment is not meant to weaken you. It is meant to sharpen you. It is meant to remind you that the next chapter of your life requires spiritual precision, not blind trust. You cannot carry everyone with you. You cannot assume good intentions from those who are unsettled by your growth. You cannot keep open doors to hearts that refuse to open themselves to healing. Let discernment be your compass. Let intuition be your guide. Let the angel's warning be the boundary that protects your peace. There are blessings forming above your life even now. Blessings your neighbor cannot stop, delay, or diminish. There is elevation unfolding behind the curtain, expansion growing beneath the surface, breakthrough moving toward you with unstoppable force. Heaven is preparing to crown you with the very thing that will make sense of every hardship you've endured. And this moment of warning, is simply heaven clearing the space around you, creating distance between your spirit and the intentions of those who cannot go where you are headed. Do not fear their envy, fear only losing sight of your purpose. Do not fear their bitterness, fear only drifting away from your alignment. Do not fear their thoughts, fear only forgetting who you are. You are chosen, a title not given lightly, a calling not placed randomly, an identity not rooted in the opinions of man but in the vision of God. And because you are chosen, danger can approach but not prevail. Jealousy can observe but not penetrate. Bitterness can form but not flourish. You walk with an army unseen, a protection unbreakable, a purpose untouchable. The angel's wings surround you even now, creating a barrier between your destiny and anyone who seeks to disrupt it. Trust this covering. Trust this warning. Trust this sacred moment of awakening. Your path is still rising. Your story is still unfolding. Your blessings are still multiplying. The jealousy near you cannot rob you of what heaven has assigned to you. Let the neighbor watch. They will witness your elevation but never hinder it. Let them whisper. Their words cannot cross spiritual boundaries fortified by divine command. Let them resent. Their bitterness is their burden, not your downfall. Walk forward with a calm spirit and a sharpened soul. The angel is not done guiding you. The journey is not done shaping you. The danger is not greater than your destiny. And you, beloved, are moving into a season where even the shadows must bow to the brilliance of your becoming. And as the angel's whisper deepens into the marrow of your being, you begin to feel something shifting inside you. Something ancient, something powerful. Something that has been waiting beneath layers of survival, resilience, and quiet strength. It is the remembrance of who you truly are. The danger around you may feel close, but it is powerless in the presence of this awakening. Heaven did not warn you to weaken you. Heaven warned you to activate you. The message was never meant to incite fear. It was meant to ignite discernment, to stir the spiritual fire sleeping in the back of your soul, to awaken the strength that has always been yours but has not always been required. Now it is required. Now you must rise with eyes wide open. You can sense it, how the atmosphere bends around your spirit, how every step you take is watched by unseen realms, how every breath you draw carries the weight of something sacred unfolding within you. You are not merely walking through your days, you are being escorted, guided, shielded. The angel is not a distant presence, it is a shadow beside your shadow, a whisper beside your heartbeat, a guardian beside your destiny. Every moment you feel that tug in your spirit, that sudden pause in your thoughts, that quiet sense of knowing, that is the angel adjusting your path, protecting your steps, aligning your destiny with divine timing. Your neighbor's restlessness is not your assignment, it is simply a signpost, a reminder that elevation reveals hearts. The ones who cannot rise with you often collapse inward, crushed beneath the weight of comparison, eaten alive by the quiet hunger of envy. They watch you not because they admire you, but because they do not understand how someone who has walked through storms heavier than theirs could still shine with such undeniable grace. They wonder how you survived. They wonder how you stayed kind. They wonder how you continue rising without apology. And their spirit, unprepared for truth, twists admiration into jealousy and curiosity into resentment. But do not let their darkness make you question your own light. You have paid